But only I'm being recorded. So, okay. Great. Well, let's just start with some big breaths. So however you're sitting, as long as you're comfortable, lift your chest, take a big inhale, reach up, sweep up, look up. And as you exhale, turn your palms down, stretch out as you drop the arms, drop the chin. We'll just do that a few times, even, maybe embody this idea of flying. You're just opening, and that's it. Good. And just bringing ourselves into our breath. I'm going to do 2 more. Good. And as we finish this last one, let's just let the hands rest on the earth. Let the fingers just rest on the earth. If it's better on your thighs, that's fine. Bow your chin, close your eyes. And just connect to this, this potent energy that's very present right now. It is the energy of blossoming. And so just feeling yourself here, almost grounding. Just touching the earth, centering yourself. And just take one more breath, just like this. And as you inhale, keep your fingers on the floor, grow tall. And as you exhale, bring these hands together in front of your heart with great reverence, bow your chin. And before we move on from this, I give you this imagery of, grounding. Now we know from healthy trees and healthy plants, we get healthy fruits. And it begins with the grounding, with the receiving, and then the blossoming. So into that, friends, we'll open this practice and chant Om 3 times. Inhale to begin. Bowing your chin, place your hands on your thighs, lift your chin, open your eyes. Okay, great. So we're going to start on your backs, and we're going to set up by the wall. And if you, not comfortable by the wall, I'm just sharing, you might put a bolster in front of your your cabinets, if you're in your kitchen, just so you have something to push into if you need it. If the wall isn't steady for you, use the bolster. And then we'll take a blanket to just set aside, know where it is. And let's take a strap and perhaps another blanket for your head. Oh, hi, you bring your blanket, girl. Okay, and then we're gonna come to lie down. I want you to first set up that I'm gonna take my socks off, but that your feet can press into the wall. So generally to do that, you start with your knees bent and you lie down, and then when you straighten the legs, it should work out pretty good as opposed to like coming in with straight legs. But it's not that complicated. So you can whittle yourself so that both feet are pressing into the wall or the support you place there. And then once you have that lengthening, let's bend the knees, feet on the floor. Walk your feet apart, drop the knees in towards each other, and we're going to start with the hands on the tummy. Okay, so there you go. So you have all your stuff, you're set up. I will say too that I'm lying on this little carpet, and I do have my heating pad in here because I love when the weather calls for a little bit of extra comfort and joy. Okay, and then just closing your eyes, dropping into your breath. dropping into the floor. Just release the tops of your shoulders, these places that we tend to hold tension. And feel your bottom jaw relaxing. Take one more breath like this. Good. And then we'll bring the arms out to the side, palms up, just like a letter T, just straight out shoulder height, palms up. And then just drop in again to this idea of grounding in your breath and notice what's changed just by changing the arms. The breath can be received a little bit more without any extra effort. It's just we've opened up this place now. Just being with where the breath is, doing the most expansion. Just follow that for a few more moments. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to keep the left arm where it is and just take the right arm alongside your right ear so it's over your head. If that's okay for your shoulder, if it's not good, you create what you can create. And then in this shape, once again, just feel the difference in the two sides for the breath. Just really tune in, notice, just be with the breath. And take one more breath in this shape. And then we'll bring the left arm alongside the left ear, so both arms are over your head. And you can add the stretch of the hands, the opening of the fingers, the planting of the fingernails to the floor. Good. Okay. Take one more breath like this, and then we'll extend the leg. So I love to notice which leg wants to go first, and then extend the other one. Okay, things might have shifted. You might have to realign yourself, but feel that both feet, the soles of the feet, are pressing. You're not pressing them so much. Bless me, but you have firm contact with the wall or your bolster. And then just drop into the breath again, the expansion of the breath. What's changed? And then we'll keep the left arm where it is and just take the right arm out to the side. So we just do the opposite letter L here for a moment. Just to really deeply feel, where we place our body parts affects our breath. Okay, take one more breath like this. And then now that we've done all this work to feel, bring both arms down by your sides again and just take 2 or 3 breaths like this. Okay, so now you have noticed how the breath changes. Okay. All right, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest. You're just going to hug it in. If you need to bend your left leg, do that. If you need to adjust the support under your head, take the time to do that. And then, so I'll say if you need to bend the left leg, you do that. That's the right thing to do. But if you're okay with the left leg extended, then just find, okay, I'm going to just guide you through the left foot. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take the toes away from the wall, just so I can anchor the sole of the foot there. And then imagine that you have like the sole of the foot is let's say it's a car, and you have 2 tires on either side of your heel and 2 on either sides of the balls of the feet by the big toe ball, outer side, and the outer side of the baby toe. But the balls of the feet, not the toes. And just anchor all 4 corners of the feet, let's say that, into that bolster. So you're really extending through the left leg. You might be flexing through the right foot a little bit. Okay, just keep all of that integrity as much as you can. If you lose it, no worries. Let's just take one more breath with this amount of, integrity in the left leg. Okay, then let that integrity go, but keep the shape. So if we were looking at you, we wouldn't even notice that you weren't pressing the left leg in. And feel your breath. And then just go between these two places of anchoring that left leg, taking a few breaths into the, strength of this, and then softening and taking 2 breaths. So I'm just going to do that one more time. 2 breaths, pressing, pulling the right knee in, and then 2 breaths in the softened form. Good. Okay, find your strap, and we'll place the center of the strap over the center of the right foot. Okay, then we're just going to stretch the leg. Actually, I'm going to change this a little bit. Let's bend the left leg, put the left foot on the floor. And then you'll stretch your right leg up, but we're going to line the knees up just for a few moments. So your hands can come down your end of your strap if you like. Find a place there where you feel the upper arms are anchored to the floor. The knees are in alignment as best as you can. You might take a little peek. Okay, and then look at your right foot and feel like the 4 corners of your foot are just pressing away. Okay, and then once you have that shape, we're just going to drop in here, and you know where your right hip crease is. It's right at the front. If you need to touch it, touch it. And then take the hands, keep the hands on the strap, but just soften into that right hip crease. Take one more breath. Okay. All right, then we'll take the leg up, and it can go up, it can be bent, maybe it's straight up, and then maybe from here I'm just going to straighten the left leg again, pressing it into the bolster. Your hands can come up the strap to a comfortable place. And then just take a few moments here. Okay, we're going to add the integrity into both feet. So imagine, you're pressing through the 4 corners of your feet up into the sky and towards the wall. It's all that effort. And then stay in the shape. Take a nice big breath in. With all that effort, press your feet away. And as you exhale, soften into the shape. And just be with this softened place. Just feel what your body does. One more breath. Okay. We're going to take both ends of the strap into the left hand. The right thumb is coming into the hip crease. And we're just going to press this hip away as we move this right leg a little bit to the left. Not enough to lift the right hip. Not enough to take the right side off the floor. Just a little bit. Okay, and then look at your right foot. See if you can find the integrity in your foot. Maybe you even turn the foot a little bit so the heel is coming more to the right and the toes are turning in. That's going to change the angle of the hip. So we're just going to be with that for one breath. Good. Okay, then we're going to try and keep the foot where it is, but take the right hip, your thumbs in the hip crease, and draw the hip back as if it's, you want this hip to be in line with the wall. Okay, take one more breath. Okay, bring the leg back up, separate the strap, and then you can even have a little bend in your knee. We're just going to shoe shine the sole of the foot a little bit here. So just running the strap up and down the foot a few times. Good. Okay, and then we'll take both ends of the strap into the right hand. I'm going to take this right knee to the outside of my right arm as if I'm going to happy baby. And I'm going to I'm using the right hand to pull the right foot as if I want to take it towards me and the knee is moving out. Find the integrity in your right foot and press back into the strap even as you pull it. Take one more breath. Okay, add the integrity in the left leg. One more breath. Drop your shoulders, stay here, integrity. Nice big breath in and out. And then we're just gonna release the leg back up, separate the strap. And run the strap up to the balls of the feet. And then draw this foot into flexion. So as if the hands are pulling down, but you're pressing the heel up. I'm just gonna bend my leg so you can see what I'm doing with my foot. I'm pulling and pressing the heel up. Okay, now I'm just gonna imagine my thumb is in the hip crease, press it away, smile, and then release the strap. Keep the leg lifted though. You know, you can take your arms down anywhere that feels good, maybe the palms down. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna press the four corners of this right foot away from you as you bring it down. So it's like someone's pulling on your right foot as it's coming down. Just go nice and slow, feel. And because we're right close to the wall, you may notice as the right foot comes down, it's longer than the left. Okay, once you're down, just bask in this for a few breaths. Okay, so before we do the second side, we're just gonna come into tree pose, and that's why you have your blanket here. Just gonna bring the right leg, bend the right leg, put the right foot on the floor. And then from there, you know, bring your support in, drop the right knee out. So you're moving into tree pose here on the floor. Okay, so now you're here, you've got the right leg out, the right foot is against the left leg, and we're not standing. So, you know, it can be obviously a little more relaxed. And we'll just take a few breaths here. And then we're really gonna find tree pose. So we're gonna start from the left foot. Okay, so wherever your hands are, it's fine. Just keep your arms where they are. Press the left foot into the wall, all four corners of the foot, really anchor. And then you're gonna take your right foot, and you might keep the, the toe part, the balls of the feet on the floor. Just lift the heel and find the heel into the left leg. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna take the left heel, and it lifts up, and then I pull that skin on the inner leg of the left leg down. So I'm just finding that there. And that's gonna bring some integrity into the right leg. Then you anchor the right heel into the leg. You might find when you do that, your knee lifts, in which case, you know, just change your prop. Now I'm gonna take the arms over the head, and imagine you're standing in tree pose. And just find, you know, all that, I'm gonna use that word integrity. Plant your left foot, plant the right heel, lengthen through your body, open your hands. One more breath. And we're gonna release from this just by bringing the right knee into the chest, hands come up and over, just hug it in. The left leg doesn't need to be fully active here. Okay, so then the last thing we're gonna do on this side is to lift the head and chest. So I'm gonna start by really anchoring through the left leg, the right leg, and when I say leg, it's the foot first. Then draw the belly in and up, inhale, and as you exhale, lift your head and chest, walk your hands maybe down this right leg, draw it in, breathe here, just stay here. One more breath. And then release, lower the right leg all the way out, arms, maybe let's take them out to the side, like your little wings. Your feet can relax here, just feel. Okay, so now we've done all this work on the right side. It's always really fun to take this time to really feel. You know, the left side is still a little bit, you know, it hasn't let go yet. So you might even really feel the right hip is lower than the left, you know. Sometimes it's fun to even just touch your hip bones and to see that what you're feeling inside is really happening. Yes. Okay, so before we do the other side, just adjust yourself if you need to press more into the wall. Good. Let's take the arms up and over your head and open your hands. I'm just going to add a little bit extra here for the shoulders if this works for you. I'm going to take both arms, move them into center over your head, and put the right hand on the bottom, back of the left hand into the right palm. Spread your fingers, anchor the nails, and then extend yourself. Press, the feet away from you, lengthen your arms. You could draw the ribs in. Let's just take 3 breaths here. It's like you're grounding, preparing for planting, for blossoming. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, we take left knee into chest, arms come up and over, change the interlace. And if you need to bend right leg, I hope you're doing that for yourself. Okay, again, adjust your head if you need. Okay, so we're here. You're going to feel the right foot at the wall. If you're not close enough, you'll scooch in. You can really press that right foot, all 4 corners of the foot. So maybe the toes come away from the wall. You press in. Draw that left knee in. Yes. Take 1 more breath. And then soften, but stay in the shape. And just feel what happens. Okay, we're going to add the integrity again. So on your inhale, you anchor right foot, draw the left knee in. You can drop the tops of your shoulders, your upper arms, just let them go. All that effort, but smile. And then soften. Take 2 breaths in the softness. And then you'll add that in again. So you just find that everything here is if you're standing on your right leg, standing on your right foot. Okay, soften. Find your strap wherever you put it. And we'll take the strap over the center of the foot. We're going to take the leg up, and then we're going to bend the right foot. Put the right foot on the floor and find this knee to knee angle. So you just lower the leg down, walk your hands down. Yes. Okay, so your knee to knee, just double check that you've got that. And then look at your foot. Ah! Sorry, the dog's just jumped over me. Okay, open the foot, find the integrity in the left foot. A little bit more in the heel. Either side of the heel pressing away. Breathe. 1 more breath. And then we'll bring the leg up. And the right leg can extend, it can stay bent. You're just going to take the hands, reach up. Find your place here. If it's bending the leg, that's fine. We're just going to start with the shoe shine. So you're just going to run the strap up and down your foot. I'm just bending so you can see what I'm doing. In case you're not familiar with the shoe shine. The foot shine. The sole shine. Yes. Good. Okay, and then we're going to let this strap come to the balls of the feet. As you extend this leg back up, find the arms where they need to be, press into the strap, and then add the right foot. All 4 corners of the right foot. I'm using the hands to draw this left foot down as I press the heel up. Good, okay. Smile and breathe. Whatever your experience is, you just smile and breathe. Going to take both ends of the strap into the right hand. The left thumb is coming into the hip crease. I'm going to press this hip away. Anchor through the right leg. And on an exhale, take the left leg over to the right, just a little bit. Just enough to be acknowledged. You notice something. Okay, and I'm pressing the foot into the strap. And I'm just going to angle the foot. So I'm going to bring the heel more to the left, turn the toes a little more to the right. That's going to lift this left hip. Then I try and I'm not going to work to keep the foot, but I'm not paying attention to the foot. I'm just going to draw that left hip down and do my best to try and keep that foot. in alignment with the hip. Okay, one more breath. Add integrity where you can. And then we'll bring the leg back up. Separate the strap into both hands. Just be here for a few moments. Imagine, that hip crease. You're still pressing it away. You're just doing that through the integrity of the leg. Even thinking, the top of this thigh, I can push that to the wall. Good. Okay, take both ends of the strap into the right hand. Yeah. We're going to start to bend this left leg. Oh, wait, no, that's right. Bend the left leg and let the knee move to the left. Good. And then add that integrity in the foot. The outer edge of the foot is pushing away. And at the same time it's pushing away, I'm pulling it in, but I'm letting the foot win. Let the shoulders drop. In this version of Happy Baby, add the right leg. One more breath. Good. Okay, and then we'll just let the strap come off. You can hug the knee into your chest for a moment. Find your blanket that you had on your right side. Just move it over to the left side so we can set up for tree pose here. Okay, and then you'll set the left foot, sole of the foot comes to the floor. And from that place, then you drop the knee out. And we'll bring the heel or the foot into the leg, and wherever it goes, just drop in. Do nothing here. Just rest, put your hands wherever you like. Just feel the shape of tree pose. It's just the shape. We haven't embodied it, right? We're just here. So now we're going to embody the pose, and you'll start with the right foot. Press the foot. If I need to move closer to the wall. If you do it. Press the foot. Find all that, and then I'm going to keep the left toe side on the floor and just lift the heel. And I use the heel to just press into the right leg, inside of the right leg, and anchor the inside of the right leg down. Even if you're down by your calf, you can do the same thing. Good. And then really anchor the legs. I'm going to take the arms up and over the head and extend in your tree pose. Imagine yourself standing in a forest, anchoring, planting that right leg and growing tall. Okay, anchor where you can. Breathe. One more breath. And then to release from this, we'll take the arms up and over, bring the left knee in, opposite interlace your fingers. Be here, add integrity or don't, your choice. And then we'll release by allowing the left leg to come. Oh, I forgot to, no, hold on. Wait, I forgot something. Now I remember. We're going to lift the left leg up in the air. Take your arms down by your sides. And then press out through that heel as you inhale. And on the exhale, slowly lower down. And you keep pressing this left leg away from you. Because everything above the waist is just here supporting, but not putting in so much effort. Hands are relaxed. Yeah. And then as you come down, you might notice longer leg. Okay, breathe into this. Okay, arms are coming up and over the head. And you can stay here, or this time we bring the arms to center, left palm on the bottom, right palm over, resting in the left hand. Stretch your fingers, anchor the nails to the floor as best as you can. And then press your, all four corners of the feet into the wall. Lengthen the arms. Take 3 breaths here. Breathing into your entire structure, like a tree with the feet planted into the earth. Arms extended like the branches, breathing into the whole beingness. Okay, one more breath. Stay in the shape, but relax. So stay as you are. You can let your elbows bend if you need to. Fingers can curl. And breathe. And you still have this full body breathing happening. Yes. Okay. So sweet. One more breath as you are. All right, friends, I'm going to bring both knees into the chest, and I'm going to do that to see if I can stretch nice and long. And as you exhale, maybe arms, legs come up, and you just bring them in. Oh, yeah. Rock them in and out. Let the tail lift. Good. Okay. Well, I was going to take us up, but now my brain is saying, wait, Joe, do this. So let's do this. Just come to settle on your back, knees into your chest. Good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the left arm over the head. Don't do it yet. Just listen. At the same time, you're going to extend left arm overhead, right leg out, and then we'll switch. And we'll stay here as you inhale. And as you exhale, take the right arm over your head, left leg extends. I'm just going to switch. And you can take the left arm down by your side. Okay, flex the right foot. Did I say this wrong? I think I'm, okay, let me see. I know I got confused from the first get-go. Right knee in, left arm over your head, right arm down by your side. Then we switch. So we'll start with an inhale. Switch as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. So now I'm hovering that extended leg. And as you inhale, there's that, pressing the extended leg away, drawing the knee in. Good. Okay, let's just start to go back and forth now. So maybe you are just breathing and switching wherever you go. So I'm just switching now every time. You could be going a little slower. That's just fine. You're going to draw your belly in, anchor, keep the feet flexed, integrity in your feet, integrity in your hands. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do a few more, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit more. You go whatever pace works for you. So I'm actually going quite quick. Oh, yes, we're going all together. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest with the knees in. And then we'll extend. Let's just take a nice big stretch. Legs stretched out, arms over your head. Just take 3 breaths here. Okay, well, good. One more breath. All right, well, now I'm in this shape. So now I'm going to come up, straight legs, and lift the head and chest, coming out of the crypt. You come up however you like, but from here I inhale, stretch the arms, press the legs away, draw the belly in. And as you exhale, head, chest, arms lift. Maybe you just hover here, if you just get this far, it's good work. That's work. Then come all the way up. Once you come up, let's just sit for a moment, wherever you like, just to kind of, we've been down for a long time. And just let everything come back. Close your eyes or look at a spot on the floor and just receive whatever is here right now. Okay. Good. So we'll take one more breath. Good. Okay, I'm just going to move some of these props out of the way. I'll move the bolster off the mat. Good. Okay, well, let's stretch the legs out. We're going to start like this. Stretch your little legs out. And I was going to say you might want to face the long side of your mat, but you'll figure it out. Okay. You can keep your hands on the floor or you can bring them up. I'm just going to shift both legs over to the left. So whatever works. It's just good hip work, right? Yes. Oh, yes. And then turn. Okay. From here, my left hip is lifting. Take both hands down to the floor. Walk the hands behind you more. Turn. Let the left hip lift. Let the left hip lift. Just look over your shoulder. Okay, stay in this shape, friends. Just see if you can press your belly back a little bit. Oh, my tree is just gorgeous. Every day, so much more beauty. And one more breath. Okay, stay in this shape. We're going to release. You're going to start by seeing, can you drop the left hip? And as you drop the left hip, let the hands kind of walk. Let that be the place that brings you back. And then you'll come to once the hip comes down, the hands come up, right? And then we'll just and switch sides. So I'm just going to turn myself. Once you're here, you just keep going. Let the hip lift. And once you hit that spot where that's it, the hands come down. We walk, we find a little bit more. Let the right hip lift. Right hip lift. Look over the right shoulder as best you can. And then breathe in the shape. I'm just going to take that right at the solar plexus, right in the middle. That's where I take it back a little bit. And it's just like I want to really press into my insides and get this. Good. Okay, and then put your mind in that right hip. Start to drop it. And let that be the way you come out, is the right hip comes down. The hands will come up, you're going to know. Okay, we're just going to switch again. I'm just doing this for camera work. So wherever you come here. Good. Okay. I'm going to tuck this back leg in a little bit. We're going to come up onto the knees. So just so you know, if you need to prepare or whatever, I'm going to put the hand down. Yeah. So you feel your legs. Okay, I need to come up onto my knees. How am I going to do this? So find it. Reach up. Move your feet where you need. Okay. Move your hands where you need. Take the left leg. Stretch it out. Open yourself here. You can tuck the right toes under. Version of gate pose. I'm going to lift the left leg up. Boop. If you're by your wall, you can always press in. Just reach up. Anchor through the four corners of your left foot. Good. Okay, from here, friends, I'm going to come to just sit in Vadrasana. So I find both feet down. Take your time. Come to sit. Take a breath. One breath in. One breath out. We're going to go to the other side. So I'm just going to drop the hips. No hands. Here we go. Like nothing happened. Oh, okay, take your hand down. And then again, feel, okay, I'm going to come up. What do I need to do? Maybe the right leg needs to come in. And then pop yourself up, adjust your legs. And once you're here, maybe you tuck the left toes under and we take the right leg out. And just breathe here, anchor. And if that works, adjust to lift. And then you push out through the four corners of the feet. Okay. Press that right arm up to the sky and let it keep it there. Good. And then come back. This time I'm going to sit again in Vadrasana. Take a breath. Whatever works. Okay, I'm going straight to gate pose. So that's on the knee, leg out, just right from here. So just shoot it out. Shoot it and kaboot it. Tuck your back toes under. Okay, if you lifted the leg, maybe you do it again. I'm going to drop the arm, see if I can find the foot. We did this in class on Tuesday and just open. So whatever works here, you be where you need to be. Smile. Okay, release. Maybe you go back out. And then we come back and we sit like nothing happened. Breathe. You feel your little heart beating. Good. And then here we go. So whatever you need to do, make it so. There we go. Reach and lift the leg if you did that. And if you want to grab it, you just find it. Or not, it's fine. You be where you need to be. Do your practice. Breathe and smile. And then release if that's, maybe back out or straight down. It's all fine. And then we just come and we sit. Okay, however it works. Just breathe. Be good. Doing so good. Okay, well, let's take that up. So I'm going to bring the blocks in. Okay. So when I say up, that's kind of a kneeling version of Ardha Chandrasana. And so that's where we have the leg lifted. And you are at the wall. So if you need to put your foot, the extended leg at the wall for support, take care of yourself. Otherwise, we're here. So I'm just going to reach. Here are my blocks. And then just kind of turn yourself. Good. Tuck your toes under. So I have my shoulders just a little bit past my wrists. The blocks are on the mat, so they're not going to go anywhere. I'm going to place my flat hands on the top end of the block. Lift the knees up. And then, walk yourself in or out. Do what you need to do here so you feel balanced. You might bend your knees and scooch the tush back. And with the hands this high on the block, kind of Lifts the chest, keeps you where you are. Maybe you lift your head. Take 2 breaths. Good, okay. So we're this distance apart. You can see it's not super close. I'm just gonna anchor my hands, straighten the legs, step the right foot forward. It's not between the blocks. It's just, you can see, such a small step. Okay, anchor your hands, lift your chest, take that midpoint of your belly in, smile, and now the right hand is gonna pick up the block and just take it forward so that I can start to lift the left leg. Okay, and then the left foot, I'm turning it even though you can't see. If you touch your wall, that's fine. Then you stay here. Maybe the left hand comes to your left hip. Press out through all 4 corners of both feet. Ah! If you fall, no problem. Just find it. And if you want to take that left arm up, good. Breathe. Just feel this. Press the right thigh back. And then release hand to block. Both hands are on the blocks now. Turn, keep the leg lifted, just turn. So we do this like almost version of Warrior 3. The toes are going to point down. I'm going to push out through the 4 corners of the feet. Breathe like you love it. Crown of the head extends. Good. Okay, take the left foot down. It's not going to line up with the right. It's just going to go behind a little bit. Now you step your right foot forward. Okay, we're moving to Revolve Triangle. So it's not a huge step. Okay, the left foot can turn out a little bit. So we keep the left hand on the block. I'm going to pull the right hip back like we did when we were on the floor. Take the right hand to your right hip. Push that hip crease back and start to turn to the right. Your feet, you let them, if they need to move, change the position. You twist, open your right shoulder, pull the right hip back, and the right arm can come up to the sky. Breathe. Into your legs, into your twist. One more breath. And then we're going to release hands to block. Step your feet back into this like not quite downward dog, not quite forward fold. Bend the knees, scooch the hips back. Breathe here. So we get nice long back. Your ears can be in line with your arms. I'm going to lift my head. You can do that too. Good. One more breath. Okay, and then we prepare for the second side. So I straighten the legs. You can just come forward. Step your left foot forward just a little bit. Doesn't need to go a lot. Then you take the left hand with the block, scooch it forward. And when you feel steady, lift the right leg. You turn the toes out to the right, press out through all corners of your feet. Crown of the head. Right hand can come to your hip. Or it can reach up. And just be in your stillness and in your strength. Even if you're wobbling and falling, that is the practice. Maybe that's the practice. One more breath. And then release right hand to the block. I'm just going to turn to look down to the floor. I'm turning the toes down, but I'm still pressing the leg out. Crown of the head. I'm pushing this left thigh back. Even if you bend your left knee, friends, it's totally cool. Press out. Okay, then we release, and the foot comes down. It's not stepping next to the left foot, a little bit behind. And then the left foot can walk forward. Bring your blocks in wherever you need them. So you have your feet maybe 3 feet apart. Now the left hip, pull it back. And that kind of initiates the twist. Then you start to turn to the left hand comes to the hip. Keep turning, squeeze the legs towards each other. Reach the arm up if that's there. Be free in your feet if they need to move. Breathe. Love it. Enjoy it. Release it. And then we're just going to step back again into this. This is our version of downward dog today. Okay, breathe here. Great. Well, here we come to our peak pose. And our peak pose is going to be Vadrasana again. So this one. And maybe we'll grab the foot behind. Maybe. And if you're like, that's not going to happen, then I'm just going to turn the camera for a moment. So if that's not going to happen, maybe you do it this way. You just hold on to the wall. You just see, can I reach? Okay, so whichever one, it's all good work. That's what it is, it's all work. All right, so we're back here. Now we know it. I'm going to step the right foot forward, take the right hand with the block forward. You could just do Ardha Chandrasana again. Lift that left leg. Okay, there's a turning. You find it wherever you are. I'm going to drop this left hand onto the thigh, bend the left leg. Now I'm looking at the floor. It's not moving. I'm just looking without seeing. If you grab your foot, press it away, anchor through the four corners of the right foot. That's your stability. That's your grounding. Then we can blossom. Nice. Okay. And then exhale, maybe you go through Ardha Chandrasana. And then we'll take both hands down, turn down, warrior three shape, and then lower. Okay, take your time. If that you're already down, great. That's all fine. Okay, switch legs to the other side. I'm just gonna turn myself. So left foot forward, left hand forward, and then whenever you're ready, you just find it. You know, there's that lifting, extending through the leg, crown of the head, solar plexus, and then maybe the arm lifts. Okay, and if you feel steady, steadiness comes in the standing leg. Being nice and steady there, and then balancing the body over top. But you know, it's work. Wherever you are, breathe and be, enjoy. And then we'll release. Oh, you guys are amazing. Ah! Okay, take your time. I'm gonna still, even though I fell out, I'm still doing the steps. Come back to warrior three. And then I'll set the legs down, come back to our variation of downward dog here. Extending through your spine. Breathe here. Yes, and then from here, friends, we'll come down for the good old squat. So you have your blocks. If you need your blocks, you know, just put them together and sit on the blocks. However works. Or just come all the way down for your squat, and you can even have the blocks in front. Or maybe here. Okay, stay there and breathe. Wherever, oh, beautiful. Anne, I love that. With the ball, everything's excellent. That's how you do it. I know you guys, I said I'm the only one being recorded, but she's sitting on her ball holding the blocks, and that's how you do it. Just find the way it works for you. One more breath. I say one more breath. If you want to come out, you come out. And if you're still in it, then I'm just going to take the little twist here. So just take the right arm down. It could be on the block, and the left arm lifts. And breathe. And then we'll switch. So you can use the block or no blocks. All fine, whatever you're doing, even if you're doing this sitting. Good. Okay, and then I'll come out, we'll sit. Stretch your little legs out. This is me like, yay, yes. And once your legs are out, good. Well, we'll do one last twist before we come down. So sit on, if you need to sit on something, you have no shortage of props. Otherwise, I'll keep the legs a little wide. I'm just gonna bend the right leg in, let it walk out. We did this in class, I think, on Tuesday. Okay, the right arm's coming to the inside. I anchor it, and then lift. Okay, and now pause here and find the four corners of both feet, like even lifting the toes, anchoring the feet. And then as you exhale, keep everything as it is, you just turn the chest. So the legs are moving, you're aware of your feet. I mean, they could move. It's fine. That's how we explore. One more breath. I didn't even do tree pose. I meant to do tree pose. Okay. Oh, well, that's why we have other classes. Release. Take the foot in if you need to prop it up. There's your tree pose sitting. Okay. Take a breath here. I'm doing all those things we did on the floor. Just finding the integrity in the tree and the legs. And keep the left hand where it is. Reach the right arm straight up. And as you exhale, just take yourself over this leg. Both hands wherever you need them, or you grab the foot if you like. Drop your head. Just release into this forward fold. And let the legs relax in the shape. Just be with your breath. Yes. So feel here, you know, I love these forward folds. For me, they're planting poses. You're just anchored, dropping into the grounding, to the breath. One more breath. Good. And then slowly come out. We'll just stretch both legs out. Good. You can keep your eyes closed or just open them a little bit because you know where we're going. So second side, I bring the leg in, you know, feel where you need to be, and then pop this arm over. Okay, then it's just here. The legs are planted, the sit bones are planted, and the turn just comes from the chest. We can walk the right hand behind and keep, you know, the left sit bones down. I'm gonna find the integrity in my feet. So just pull the toes back, anchor. Breathe. And one more full breath in. And as you breathe out, you can release and just go straight into this version of tree pose. Prop up if you need. And then just take a moment, find the integrity in the pose. So maybe the heel comes up and you draw it down. Anywhere you have that leg, you know. Oh, that's a nice little massagey action too. Just pull it down. Breathe here and just be in this for a moment. Okay, so the exhale kind of grounds you. And as you inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, release into your version of forward fold here. Just be content with whatever your body is doing today. Close your eyes, soften, and let the legs relax. If you want the left hand to come over, grab the right foot, that's fine. Okay, let your breath soften. So like you're taking these beautiful breaths, like you're doing nothing. Good. Okay, and lovingly release. Good. Okay, we'll just take a moment, just sit however you like, you know, rest your hands, just be in the stillness. You're quiet. And we're going to do one last forward fold before we go to Shavasana. And so if you want to do it in cross-legged, that's fine. I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together into Badakanasana. You have all your props there if you need them. So whichever one works for you is fine. As you inhale and as you exhale, start to pour it out as if the crown of the head is dropping, chin dropping, and that's the guide. You just come in wherever your body says that's the place. And I'll just add, if you're in Badakanasana and you want to hold your feet, you know, you might find the elbows kind of settle to the inner thighs and you can press down and out. You might like that, and that's not a requirement. Go wherever you like. Be with your breath. Good. One more full breath in and out. And then lovingly lift yourself up. You know, stretch your legs and we'll move into Shavasana. Okay, we have all these props here, so I'm just gonna put the block down and put the bolster. So like that, kind of put the legs over top. And the blanket for the head, I'll just fold it. So it's just folding the little end in just to create like a little shelf for the neck. The head can rest. Okay, grab your heating pads and put them on the bottom. And if you have socks or an eye pillow or anything you like, set it up. And I said in class yesterday, everything we do is guiding us to Shavasana in yoga. That's, you know, everything is a preparation for rest. That is awesome. I think that's probably what attracted me to yoga at the very beginning. This idea of just resting on the floor in a dark space with other people, generally. That's what happening now when we're in the live space or in the Zoom room, that we are all here together, just receiving, and said during this practice, from healthy plants and healthy trees, we get healthy fruits, healthy vegetables. And every seed begins with a great rest, resting into the soil, into the stillness, the dark, the quiet, to prepare for the great work it has to do. It absorbs all the nutrients, the sunshine, the water, everything it's being offered. So it can be the strongest, healthiest plant, tree it can be in this lifetime. So just coming back to this idea, friends, of planting, of grounding, of resting, and of being in this quiet, your stillness and your darkness. Release what you can and rest well. Shavasana. Staying in your rest for as long as you like. We're just beginning the process and the journey of reawakening in a very nice and loving way. Stretch yourself long and hug yourself small. And as you roll to your side, just taking your time to just be on your side for a few breaths. Just come up to seated whenever you're ready. And take your time. And if you would like to turn on gallery view and seal this class with seeing the people you practice with, and that's a nice thing. Otherwise, just take a moment or two once you come up. I'm just going to change the cross of the legs to my non-habitual, just for fun. And then just feel into your energy, this place that you have cultivated, and just to feel what you've done. So what's the point if we just move on with our day, not really tap into this practice and this magic. And, okay, take a full inhale. And on your exhalation, bring your hands together at your heart, bow your chin, honoring all that you are, all within. And as you inhale, anchor your sit bones, lengthen the crown of your head. And exhale this breath. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra and seal that with an inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And seal that with one Om. Inhale. Take a full breath in. Breathe into your hands. Get your breath. Lift your chin. Open your eyes. And offer this to yourself. And we offer it to each other. And then we take it in. All this good energy and all that stuff. So, mwah. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Great love and honoring for all that you are and all that you bring in your great presence here. Namaste. Mwah. So much love, guys. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys soon.